Hello and welcome to This is Sportscast. This is Sportscast that you can now also watch on our YouTube channel. So all these interviews, as well as being on all our normal podcast channels that you can download, is now also viewable on our YouTube channel. So please check that out. Today we're going to be focusing on cricket, the summer game, but not about cricket back home. We're going to be talking to a gentleman from a federation that might surprise you in terms of cricket being played there, but the sport is spreading, and today we're going to hopefully learn a lot more about how it is being played in Germany. So it's a warm welcome to Abhijit Khan. So as you can see, it's a very warm welcome to Abhijit Khan from the, yes, believe it or not, German Cricket Board Federation. Hello Abhijit, how are you today?
All fine, Bharat, and thank you for the invite. It's a privilege speaking to you from Germany. Actually, I'm on the ground today. There's a youth cricket selection here, so wow. I'm in Berlin.
Well, that answers already quite a few questions. If you're already tapping the young talent, that yes. shows the growth of the game there.
Yeah.
So you're in Berlin today?
Yeah, I'm in Berlin today. Yesterday, I was in Hamburg, so we are taking tours to get the under-19 going for the preparation for the World Cup qualifiers.
Wow, that is some progress. So something, I mean, this is going to be huge news to everybody that's listening to this and watching this interview in terms of cricket is so big in Germany. I mean, when I was following you guys, I found you guys on Twitter and then started yes. following you. And seeing everything that's happening, I couldn't believe it. And I thought, well, Germany is only known for football and some of the winter sports, but cricket is big. But before we talk about German cricket, it'd be really good to hear about you, because I've been reading about yourself and the things you've done in cricket. So where does your link to cricket come from? Was it from back home?
Bharat, I come from the mecca of cricket in India, that is Mumbai.
Oh, right.
I've been a very active player in Shivaji Park,
wow.
Where you know, the all greats like Sachin Tendulkar and Kamli and my own colleague Praveen Amre and all come from, and that's where my cricketing career started. I was amongst the best in the university in those days, and had the best coaches in our college and university. That is, we had Acharkar sir there, and we had a very good coach in Anna Vaidya. That's where the Bombay cricket grooming was done. And in those days, half the Indian team was, more than half the Indian team was from Bombay, and that too also from Shivaji Park. So that's the active cricket I played. And then I got sucked into my own pharma company business as well as a professional. And this is my second innings. So 12 years back, I decided to chase my passion and come back to cricket.
Right.
So I started my academy in Mumbai, and then I had the privilege to move to Brazil. So 6 years back, I moved to Brazil. I was the head coach for Brazil men and women, and also was a junior coach for the under-17 Chile.
Wow.
So I handled these three teams, and 3 years was a very good experience, because we had Matt Featherstone there, who was into development of cricket in Brazil and South Americas. So I worked with him, and I think we really learned a lot and about development of cricket. So I went into the youth cricket specific. Now we have 3,000 kids playing in Brazil, and the women's team is doing well, might be among the top 25 teams.
In Brazil?
Yeah, Brazil, South Americas. And then I moved into Germany around 2.5 years back. I had the privilege of getting a lot of assignments for the youth cricket from a German cricket board. So I'm the national under-19 coach, as well as what we have developed here is a German cricket academy for the youth. So I had both of them in coaching. Got a cricket academy here in Frankfurt now of my own. And coincidentally, just 3 months back, we have got collaborated with Cricket Kingdom, which is a Rohit Sharma academy. So we are taking cricket forward all over Europe as well. Lately, I got elected as in the board of cricket, German Cricket Federation, for grassroots cricket. So I am into now development of grassroots cricket, the youth days, and get cricket popular in Germany.
Well, you've just gave us a very quick and very brief summary of yourself,
Yeah,
but what a story. I mean, that is,
yeah,
I mean, to start beginning with, to play at Shivaji Park with all those great names and what it means to have that on your CV, that you played there at such a high standard. I mean,
yeah,
that's a story in itself.
yeah.
And then you take a break, and then you come back to cricket, and then you go to Brazil of all places.
Yes.
How was your first few weeks in Brazil? I mean, what were you thinking when you heard that Brazil
So,
wanted?
okay, okay. And we were a little skeptical because the security in Brazil is was a major concern as such. But then we had a bulletproof car, and you have two gated apartments, and all the security provided there. But fortunately for me, these 3 years of experience in Brazil was fantastic. They all very athletes. The
Right.
players were, both boys and girls were very athlete. They have played some sport or other, so it makes it very easy to get them into cricket as such. And believe me, they put in their heart out. And today, Brazil cricket is doing well. Same has happened in Germany.
Yeah.
Uh, the DCB hard work has really paid off. We have lots of kids now, nearly 2,000 kids playing cricket all over Germany as well. So the effort put in with the sort of athleticism these kids have in both the places, football playing nation, and the passion to learn new game. It's a great journey, I feel, till now.
So was it cricket that brought you to Germany, or was it work or
No,
business?
the cricket started in Germany way back in 1858, actually, and then in I think 1991, uh, they found the German Cricket Board, and by 1919 they moved into affiliation mode first, and then now since 1999 we are one of the associate countries, I think, for ICC. So there's some backing, or in fact a good backing from ICC, as well as a fantastic work done by the DCB, especially the president here. And then we have one brand mentor who is a CEO in DCB. So all the DCB members, board members, and the effort of all the clubs and associates here. We have around 147 clubs in Germany,
Wow, really?
and yeah, around 300 out of this club. Some teams have two teams, some clubs. So we have around 350 odd men team
Right.
playing in Germany, around 18 teams of women, and then now we are developing the youth structure as well. So it's really going far. In fact, coincidentally, Germany happens to be the cricket has to be the fastest growing sport in Germany now.
Really?
Uh, so
So, in terms of yourself, was it the cricket that brought you to Germany, or was it your
yeah,
business?
we as a family are moving in because my wife works for a German company here.
Okay.
It's a pharma company, and then we moved together. I felt that Germany has a sort of a good infrastructure, but we need to build on it, and so I came in along with my family here at Frankfurt, and then established my own academy and the contacts with networking with various clubs and regions in Germany. So that's
And
how I.
how long have you been in Germany now?
Now we finished more than 2.5 years, and I think I like Germany a lot, so we might stay for a longer period of time here.
It
And
is a
really
beautiful
see
country,
to it
yeah.
that German teams play for the World Cup.
It won't be too far away if you've got anything to do with it. And I've seen the recent record as well. You've been very, very close, especially to getting to the qualifiers for the
Yes,
T20 World
yes,
Cup.
yeah.
I think you only lost out on net run rate, which is
Oh, yeah, just one ball made a difference, but it was a great experience, and for the men team as well. The women team toured Oman lately, and they did well. They beat 4-0 there, Oman. The young team which I had here played against Belgium, and we won the series there. I think 4-0 there. So the team performance is going on a upward road. So that's a good sign for cricket Germany as well.
and you mentioned a number of clubs, which is really surprising to me. I was not expecting that number. But, you know, cricket, it needs a bit of space. Where do these teams play? Are there actually cricket
Yeah, yeah.
grounds?
Right now in Berlin, I don't know if I can show you. I'll just turn around, and if you can see, there's a cricket match going on.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
the
As we
Bundesliga,
speak.
yeah, the Bundesliga, which is
And, and that's
cricket
the
league here.
Olympic Stadium.
Yeah, and it is started. It is just started today.
And that's
So
right next to the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah, it's just two two big grounds. And the
Right.
one, the Bundesliga has already started. They will play two matches today, T20, and the other ground, I'm with the youth on the selection.
Wow.
So
And
it's a huge cricketing ground. Well, but we only play on the AstroTurf. We
yeah,
hope that someday we will manage a tough wicket as well.
that is incredible to have a cricket pitch right next to the iconic
Uh,
stadium there.
yeah,
That,
that's
that is a
fantastic.
what a
Fantastic
back
setup here. Yeah.
what a background. How are the Germans taking to cricket? I mean, what sort of
See,
response do you get?
initially when I came in, Bharat, to be very frank, a lot of expats playing
Yeah.
cricket here, especially in the men team.
Mm.
We had even a lot of influx from the Afghanistan asylum kit. So they came in, and there was a big wave of men cricket as such. Women, one of the Indian girls, she's the captain now from Bangalore, Anu, and there's a women development officer who is Monica. Both of them have done a great job along with the president of DCB. It's coming up very well, and it's more cosmopolitan. And youth, I have worked into, as I said, in the grassroots level. So we are going into a lot of schools
Wow.
and tapping on the German kids. So right now, when I talk about my under 19 team, four of them are Germans playing. Yeah, and the
Really?
captain of the team, who is Ilya, he is the German. So we are moving in the right direction, I hope. We have some 2,000 young kids, German kids, some of the expat kids, they're playing together now. So the integration part of it has started, and now we take it forward from there.
Yeah, and like you mentioned with Brazil, Germany is such a sporting nation from a very young
Absolutely.
age at school level.
Absolutely.
To tap into that potential,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
must be very exciting for you.
So in this, probably next week, we start the junior league as well, both at school level, and then we have a under 13, under 15, under 17 structured made already through. So they will be playing a lot of matches and getting to know cricket much better than what they might have, and they are enjoying it. So that's a big part of it. They are really
Yes.
having fun, and they learn very well.
Well, already I am so impressed and so amazed at the standard and the level of development of cricket in Germany. It's astounding. And
Yeah.
that must be down to you and the board and the passion you
Yeah,
guys
the
have.
board is very passionate. They're backing each other. ICC is looking into German cricket as a big time opportunity. So I think, in fact, all over Europe, and I don't know whether you know about it. There's something called the ECL, that is the European Cricket
Yeah,
League,
yeah, yeah,
headed by one Daniel Weston.
yeah.
Uh, they are doing a great job. They are really helping all the teams to play, and it's getting televised world over. Um, so that will take the game forward, I believe.
And Germany are now currently, I think internationally, they're about 33, 34 ranked.
Yeah, the ranking sometimes becomes deceptive, Bharat, because we don't play as many matches as what
True.
you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, once we start playing matches and we move out, especially to different countries, and I think we are a strong team otherwise. So
Mm.
uh, I believe that they will qualify probably in the next year for the 50 overs ODI or T20 as at different levels.
Yeah, and just like in every walk of life, the women's team is doing better than the German team in
Oh
rankings.
yes, yes, absolutely. They are really buoyant, and they are very enthusiastic, very hardworking team. So that's a fantastic opportunity upfront
Yeah,
for the German
and you
players.
mentioned the expats. That
Yeah.
when I would talk to different nations about their cricket, it's usually the expat community that starts it off. Um, but I read an incredible story about Abdul Shakur
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Afghanistan. What a
yeah, yeah.
story! If you can tell our
Yeah.
listeners a little bit about Abdul.
Like Abdul, most of them have had a lot of hard time to reach Germany. They put in all the efforts and the uh, tough life behind, and they got integrated in the German cricket. Uh, Most of the clubs, you'll see at least 4 or 5 players coming from Afghanistan and Pakistan and India. So it's a big boost for German cricket, and they are absolutely talented, hardworking, and then the same passion they carry for cricket like any other cricketing nation. So uh, it's a good opportunity for us to German cricket to integrate them as well and get them into their life right track on their life front as well. So it's just happening
Yeah.
for both the kids coming from Afghanistan, and they have seen hard life, but they are very hardworking team. So that's a good thing about it.
Yeah, it's an amazing story when I read about Abdul's story. But
And
it's
Germany and the board have really supported them all over.
Yeah, that came across as well, that he was planning to come to England, but Germany was such a nice place and welcoming, and then he found his passion for cricket that he stayed in Germany, which is a fantastic ending to an amazing story.
There are hundreds of Abdul here, in my Frankfurt Cricket Academy, and the clubs around, they all keep playing, and they're very passionate, love the game as well. So,
and I believe you've also got some expats who played county cricket to a very high level, playing for the national team, or people from South Africa. So you've got a really good combination of talent and players from around the world.
Absolutely. And it's a good team. As I said, the ranking could be a little deceptive because we don't play the year round. So fewer matches, so we really push few points to get up the rank. But if we can play more matches across 12 months, you will find German cricket right at the top over a period of time.
And how has the lockdown affected yourself this year and cricket?
This year, obviously, the initial part, say up to May, I think we were very skeptical and we were at home and lockdown. But we used that platform to do a lot of fitness and a lot of online training and activities to keep the teams going, the team bonding going as well. And on May 13th, actually, my academy, we started training from May 13th outdoors.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we started a little slow, but now things are picking up, and you can see the Bundesliga started this week, all across Germany. So today being the first Sunday of the Bundesliga, so right all across Germany, the 8 regions, they are playing the first match today.
So will you be able to finish the season this year?
I think the ODI we couldn't start off, so we canceled the ODI. But the T20 season has just started today, and I hope by September first week we get good weather and we should be able to finish the T20 tournament as such.
And what chances have Frankfurt got?
Frankfurt is a good leading team. The Frankfurt Hessen was the last year winner of the Super Series. And Frankfurt itself, the youth is doing very well now. We have around 60, 70 core members playing regular weekend cricket, weekend tournament leagues. So that is very exciting. So from that perspective.
That is a big number that I wasn't expecting in terms of not only the clubs, but the number of players.
Yeah, so this is really growing in a pace which we did not anticipate even after COVID-19. I didn't expect. We had a youth day in Frankfurt and 65 kids came in. I thought the parents would be skeptical, but they're all moving out for cricket as such.
And in terms of your own academy, what age groups do they start? And
I start around 6 years because coming from India, we know that the kids start very early, and we have got good kids from UK and the other places coming. The expats, South Africa, UK. Then we have few German schools we had tapped last year, so the kids have been now pushed into the club cricket as well. So we have around 40 kids who are under 12, and then we have another set of around 30 kids coming in from the under 19, 13 years to under 19 who have progressed to hardball cricket as well. So.
And you've got your academy in Frankfurt. Are there other academies around Germany?
There are a few academies mushrooming all around Germany, but we're having one national academy, which is the German Cricket Academy. We now decentralized it into 6 regions, so we have now regional German Cricket Academy. They play the leagues, and they move on from there.
So from what you're saying at the moment, the structure of the cricket is 50 over and 20 over. And
we also have some T10 tournaments once in a while, which is conducted by the European Cricket Cricket TV, what we call as a European cricket series.
Right. And in terms of, you says you're coaching the under-19 national team.
Yeah.
How's that developing? And you're saying you're preparing for the qualifiers for the World Cup.
Yeah, we were actually well prepared for the July World Cup qualifier to be played at Denmark. Unfortunately, because of COVID, it's got cancelled. I anticipate now it should be somewhere March, April next year. And we are now getting into the under 17s and trying to train them and prepare them for the under 19 next year.
I'm assuming all of these players are semi-professional or part-time. They're not, you know.
Yeah, in that sense, most of the people work when they are beyond 19 year, and they work part time or they do something of their own. And obviously, weekends are the best days to play cricket here.
That must make it a lot harder for you as a coach.
But we do some, like if the schools now has summer vacation, we are trying to do a 5 days camp uh, in Frankfurt on August first week. And same is with the men. We are trying to do as many workshops and selection trials in this period so that we get the best score and keep training. And then we have much better indoor facilities now we have created all over Germany, like what you see in UK. So I hope that that will be good for cricket, preparing for the next season as such.
So as the national under 19 coach, how often do you get your group together?
We have the National German Cricket Academy workshops every 3 months.
Oh, wow.
We have now decentralized and have started doing this league for the under 19. So they play every weekend, and that we would like to observe them and try to groom them from there. And we'll also have some workshops for the regional level. So at an average, I meet them. Sorry.
Hello, welcome back to Desi Sportscast, and we are continuing our chat with Abhijit. Abhijit, thank you so much for coming back on the show, because yesterday you were in Berlin in the middle of a beautiful day in the iconic stadium at the background with the traditional game going in front, and then we lost connection. So really appreciate you coming back on today.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bharat, and it's a privilege, as I said, to talk about cricket and especially about German cricket as well.
How was your trip yesterday? Because it looked amazing. You showed us a brief look at the game that was going on with the Berlin Stadium at the back. How was your day yesterday?
Oh, it was good. In fact, it was a big day for all of us in German cricket because we started off with a T20 league, the National League, and I had an opportunity to be with the kids around, looking into the age group between 6 and 19. We spent a good day of cricket on good sunny weather in Berlin yesterday.
And when we were talking,
as you saw,
yeah, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, no, as you saw, the weather was good and the ground was excellent. You see the ground and you can see the Olympic Stadium behind. The ambience was fantastic for cricket yesterday, and so it was a good day actually. Traveling all the way to Berlin and having spent time with the youngsters as well as the senior league going on there.
Yeah, it did look amazing, and I wasn't prepared for that. I did not think that the pitch was so close to the Olympic Stadium, and it looked amazing. And like you say, it was a beautiful day, and it's good to see cricket. I mean, in England, domestic cricket is not starting till a couple of weeks. International cricket, as you know, started last Thursday.
Yeah.
But grassroots cricket also started at the weekend, which is good to see. And that is what everybody was waiting for. This is a sign of normalcy coming back, and it was good to see that in Berlin as well.
It's a new normal, but I think we adapt well, and the kids especially, they wanted to be outdoor, so they're having a great time now on the field. But we do maintain a lot of the COVID responsibility.
Yeah, I was going to say, any big changes in terms of how you're playing at the moment because of the guidance?
We are still maintaining that, what you call as a social distancing for some extent. Then we give breaks every 20 minutes so that they can go for the hygiene break sort of thing, even during training. And the other thing is obviously you get a lot of backing from the parents in terms of allowing them to come and play and getting involved in the whole process of cricketing. I think it's getting better because luckily the parents also are spending more time on the ground now. because they are not working. They are either working from home, and they are
Yeah, of
free for
course.
2-3 hours in the evening. So we are having a gala time with we sort of a family working together. So
That's good to hear. And in terms of finding new talent, you saw plenty of talent yesterday.
yesterday we had a small game between two teams, and I think there's a lot of talent there. And, now I'm in a little bit difficult situation because when you select out of so many talented players, uh, you always be a little greedy and not missing out on some good talent as well. So, but we are up, up on the standards now, from what I feel now in terms of the under 19s building up. We hope to work hard now and then get into a stage where you're able to qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah, I
Whenever
think
it
that's where we lost connection yesterday. We were talking about your role as the coach for the national under-19 team, and you're preparing for the qualifiers, which I think you said are in Denmark next year.
yeah, it should be around Denmark because this July was supposed to be the qualifiers for this year before pre-COVID-19. So we were actually preparing for nearly 1 year or 1.5 years.
Yeah, and am I right in saying this is the first time you've attempted to qualify for the under-19 World Cup, or have you tried before?
No. This is the first time we are trying to qualify for the under-19s. Men and women have been playing the qualifiers, and they're actually a seasoned team now. So
Now,
just a matter of fact.
yeah, I was looking at the prior records and seeing how the qualification system works for the under-19. So is it the same in the sense that Germany will start in Division 2, then hopefully qualify to Division 1?
Yeah, yes. That's how what we say is the European qualifiers first, and we need to target to be among the top 2 or top 1 and then play the global qualifiers.
And there's going to be some tough teams because I believe in the European qualifiers, you're going to have Ireland, Scotland, Holland, countries that have got a longer, well, longer is not the right word, but are known more for cricket.
Yeah, it's interesting that way because obviously they are played more of cricket. But it's always good to start from zero every innings.
Well,
and you never know in a ODI or a T20 match. One good day could change the whole destiny of the team. It's like I'm trying to build a team which is the 1983 World Cup team of India.
Yes,
you win some, and then you suddenly get. Being an underdog is fun. I like to work with a team which is the underdogs, and we have our own way of going about things, and sometimes it's easier to train the newer kids, because they're fearless. I go the 360 degrees way, so in fact the first shot which I teach them is the reverse sweep and the sweep, and
really
so obviously they're driving the ball and playing up in the air, so the whole approach becomes a little more fearless, and you take your chances much more because you have nothing to lose as such. So, and obviously these kids from Germany, Brazil, they are athletes, so they obviously pick up fielding very well. And my primary goal is in this qualifiers to be the best fielding side at least, and then we take it from there.
That's one of the big advantages of being based in a sporting nation, that the physical aspect, like fielding, will come naturally to them. Diving and it's not an issue. Plus
sliding, diving, and you have the facilities and infrastructure.
The grounds allow it. I don't think you would have been able to do that in Shivaji Park.
Oh no, obviously not. Shivaji Park, Azad Maidan, very difficult to build in there. So that's a sort of advantage I'm looking at it from. Obviously, other teams are very competitive, but then at least if we are competitive and get through somehow on a good day patch, I think it will be good.
And you brought up the analogy of building a team similar to the '83 one. Have you got an inspirational all-rounder as a captain?
Yeah, we have a good core leadership team, and we would like to play around that and then build build a good combination. Basically, that's what I'm working on, because if you see from fast bowling aspect, there will be 8 or 10 bowlers who would be bowling very fast and accurate, but then I need to choose only 4 and then look for spinners, because I'm looking for spinner option, because that would give me an upper edge in especially Europe.
So do you think The pitches will be turf, or will there be Astro? Do you know for
It will be
the?
astro-tough, but a spinner who spins a little
Mm,
gets the ball in. I think it will be difficult at the junior level to face them.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
we're working on a combination where we have a good leg spinner and a good left arm spinner, backed up with a good off spinner who can bat. And I think that should be a good combination coming in.
No, absolutely. And because you're the coach, I'm talking a little bit more about the under-19 team. In terms of outside the camp, so you're planning any actual games with other nations in preparation?
In fact, last year Belgium had travelled here to Germany, Frankfurt. We had a series of 2 ODI and 4 T20s. Both teams played well, and obviously we had a good time here, and we won the series as such. We were planning to go to Netherlands as preparation for World Cup qualifiers in June. Unfortunately, COVID has taken away both. But as soon as the season opens up, I think we are planning to move around and probably get teams also from outside, say Africa, Oman, if they want to travel here, and or we go there, or we go to say uh, Belgium or Netherlands. So we will definitely make some preparatory tours.
Yeah, and what an end goal! I think the next World Cup, under-19 World Cup, is in the West Indies. That'll be incredible.
Yeah, that would be huge, because that's the way they play cricket and the way they, we love that place, and so that will be huge for a team from Germany to participate there. So,
does the federation have a goal as to they want as many Germans in the team? Is that sort of a goal, or is it trying to qualify and make sure you're in the main tournaments?
It has been my personal goal as such, because I have started a lot of work here now in schools, but then when we're looking at the national team at a combination, if we really talk about integration, it's not all about expats playing, but it's all about expats playing along with the Germans. So fortunately, I have a captain in Ilya who is from Munich. He's a German.
What's his surname? I need to look out for him.
Yeah, Ilya. He will be captaining first time, because Sultan was actually captaining the under-19. Now probably he's moved up on the men's level. So we have around 2 or 3 Germans playing with the German passport, playing in the team of 14. So that's a initial start, and I think we'll take off from there.
Yeah, I think that's a really good start, considering how long you've been.
And it's not that they have been selected because they are German, but they are very good cricketers as well. So there's a merit on merit. They look to be moving up the ladder now. So that's a good thing.
And you said the cricket is, I think, based around 7 regions, and they have the domestic competitions, then you have a national competition.
Yeah.
Any particular region that's strong, and is there a reason for that?
The teams which have started playing the ECL are the winners of the Bundesliga. One is a very good team in Hamburg, near Pinneberg, basically. We have a good team here near Frankfurt, that is Darmstadt. Most of the teams in Frankfurt are also very competitive. They play very good, strong cricketing background here. They have been playing since 1974. So there are some good clubs mushroom up. Then they have now started something called, till last year there was some super leagues, super series for the T20. Now this year they are going to talk about elite championship. So they are also on the selection trial for beginning a pool of 60 players and then narrowing it down to 30 and then 18 and 14 sort of thing. We have a good coach also, Steve Noxie from Scotland for the men team.
The national team.
Yeah, even Michael is a coach from UK for the national women team, and then I am taking care of the under-19. So we have, and I missed out on telling you this because as a long-term preparation, we are working on what is called the training the trainers. So we are building up the coaching faculty in a big way.
Yeah, right.
So we have David Gelling coming from England, I think once in 3 months, and we have done the level 1 coaching course. Moving on, the level 2 is now starting. We are getting up for that in a big way. So we'll have at least 80 to 100 coaches built up by end of this 2020. So every club we are intending to have their own coach who is qualified.
Mm. And is the ultimate goal for the German team to be a recognised T20? And well, T20s are all official games now.
Yeah, nearly 104 countries
But
already.
it's the ODI is the next goal to be officially recognised.
I think that's one dream we are chasing. Either play both the qualifiers, and even the women, I feel, will get into that much faster than men probably, and followed by the youth. But definitely, it's a big dream, and it's possible as well.
Well,
Again,
but everything I've heard in
yeah.
terms of what you've told me in the development, the amount of effort that you are putting in developing the younger age group, I think that can only mean that it won't be long before we see German cricket officially recognised as an ODI team.
Yeah, still it's a good beginning, I would say. Still a long way to go, because we need to actually entrench into the grassroots, basically the schools, and make the school competition going on. Once the school competition goes on, I think we will be having a very big pool of cricketers who would be aspiring to play for either Germany or any other country. The whole idea is now to get into a global culture. If someone good here can play a Premier League in, say, Africa or India, Pakistan, Nepal, or whatever, it will be a great thing for German cricket as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm going to look out for Ilya as well, a name for the future, first German cricketer, and a young player as well. Yourself, do you still get time to play yourself?
I do play, but it's more on coaching now. But still, I'm the old cricketer that I am. I was an off spinner, so you'll not see many wides coming in, even if I bowl 100 balls.
You can't beat experience. That's what I say. You can't beat experience.
And the hard work what we have done over there. In those days, we used to play probably 24 into 7 only cricket. That we didn't have much of choice to sit on the desk and play other games or video games. So it was cricket all the way. So it's come the hard way, but you still want to play a lot of matches, but then you have to sit back as a coach and probably have fun from the boundary.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I see the logo that you mentioned yesterday that you're linked with Rohit Sharma's academy as well. What are the plans with that? How are you linking up with that?
Yeah, the whole thing was to bring in a lot of professionalism, transparency, and a school-like culture. A sports school-like culture, because I come from a public school in Panchgani, Maharashtra. So we had a lot of sports there, and a lot of the culture was like a sports school. So I look forward for obviously their expertise. Rohit Sharma, Dhaval Kulkarni, they are involved in it, and obviously a great set of administration and coaches there. Like we have Chetan Suryavanshi, who is the CEO there. Obviously, he's played for Singapore and he's captain Singapore. Coincidentally, he had a World Cup world record on fastest century before Gale broke it. And then he still had a record of, I think, taking a hat trick and scoring 100 in the same game in one of the associate countries. And a very good person. Then we have Parag there, based at Pune, but he's again coordinating the global thing. So we look forward to make this Germany as a gateway to get into Europe, and then we slowly expand into other countries and try to build entrepreneurship in coaches, so they can start making money out of coaching and working systematically. So the emphasis is going to be more on the app, which is very transparent. So we know we have a logbook of how many hours the player has put, what was the target, how he's doing with the monitoring his progress. The parents able to see the progress online, and it's absolutely like a school. You get a parent day, talk to them, get the players knowing what they are doing right, what they can do better, and mentor them upwards. That's the key thing. Obviously, then we'll have better coaches coming in, qualified coaches. Cricket Kingdom is now having also a coaching course which is going on, level 1, level 2, with very good faculty. So the idea is obviously to bring a little more seriousness and professionalism in cricket in Germany, and obviously part of Europe, which is not as big today, but the prospects are bright.
Yeah, especially when you see the number of nations that are playing just in Europe. You see, it's very surprising. But you mentioned the app. Is that being developed by Rohit Sharma's academy, or is that something that you got?
They have their own app. App is there. The curriculum is fixed for the year. Hourly monitoring is done. We do video analysis and
Oh wow!
So it's a very good setup, very professional setup, and it's growing because unfortunately the COVID came in. Otherwise, I still believe that we are in few countries like Australia, Qatar, Germany already there. India, obviously, a lot of academies have been mushrooming up from Rohit Sharma. We want to take it forward, but things are looking positive as of now. So given the situation, I think we will be expanding into more than 30, 40 countries. And the idea is, if my player from Germany wants to train in Mumbai, he can go into any of the academies and train.
Wow.
He just has to show his ID number. That's all. So,
oh wow!
So if he's going to a holiday and if there is a Rohit Sharma academy anywhere, like say Qatar, Dubai, or whatever, Australia, he can go and train there as well.
So in theory, if there's a young Spanish kid that wants to join the academy and there isn't anything suitable in Spain at the moment, would he be able to join the Frankfurt International Cricket Academy?
There are many kids joining from various parts of Germany and also some outside Germany. And we do, obviously, during the COVID, it was the online training which was constantly happening every day. Then we were having a lot of webinars with the top class players like Lalchal Rajput, or we had Vijay Daya coming into webinars, and the kids could relate to them and ask questions, and that's how we are trying to get a little more global on this connect.
Brilliant. I'll put a link to your academy in the show notes, so anybody that's interested, just check out the website. And I didn't know that was an option, but that's an incredible opportunity.
We can get connected on Facebook right now, and we are on a website we are creating because we had a website on FICA first, but now we have to make a common website between FICA and Cricket Kingdom. So I think there will be a lot of information and a lot of video clips and of coaches training all over the world. And there are some good friends of mine who are brilliant in online coaching and coaching upfront on one-on-one. So.
And the ultimate goal will be to get some young kids from the academy into the national team.
Oh yes, there are a few, and there's one exciting kid who is 13 years old from Bangalore. He's actually born and brought up in Germany. He's carrying a German passport, but he's playing the senior league as well. He's playing the under-19. Difficult Keshav, wicketkeeper, keeps at 140 pace.
Wow.
And he's a prodigy. He will be one person to be seeing in global cricket over a period of time. So
what's his name?
Keshav Ramchandran.
Keshav. Yeah. Well, there's another name that we need to look out for. And did you say
he's around 13?
And he's playing in the under-19s.
He's playing under-19. He can play in the seniors.
Wow.
One day we had a small discussion that why was he a little scared in collecting the ball as a wicketkeeper. Then he comes back and says, I faced 140 as a batsman, so why should I worry about keeping to 140? So I think there are some interesting, hardworking kids here.
Yeah. But when you as a coach see somebody like that, that's a God-given talent, or is it something that's being coached? Or
it's the involvement. Obviously, the passion which drives them much more than other kids. Obviously, the hardworking person, and probably I always believe cricket is never played only on the ground. So it's a 24/7 sort of a game. So the more you think about it, the more you read about it, the more you watch other cricketers, I think you grow faster. And this boy is tremendous. I give him a book to read. In 2 days he comes back and says, "You send me more." So he's actually living cricket. So that makes a lot of difference. My son is also playing. He's 15 years old, Abhijit Khan, fast bowler. Yesterday he made a debut in a senior team here with the men cricket in one of the league match. But these people are now getting a little more serious. But always, training your own son is more difficult than training other players. So I put him through a lot of other like workshops, like with Ian Pont or someone else, to just get him going.
And what's your son's first name?
Aditya.
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 You're probably a little bit tougher on him.
Oh yes, but fortunately, because I had started up, and then he's moving around with me in Brazil. He's played for the under 13 Brazil winning team in the South Americas. He's playing for Germany now under 19. But that's the thing, we went into football playing nations, but he still kept on with cricket. So
that's amazing. But that's obviously down to the family environment and the positivity that you get from playing cricket. So,
so I call him my assistant coach, because theoretically he's very sharp about cricket. But,
that's good to hear. You've got a protege in the family, and I'm looking forward to reading a lot more about him as well. Just before we finish, I wanted to. I saw that you had a get together for the World Cup. So you saw some games as a group. I think I saw an advert for the India-Pakistan game as well. You all met up somewhere in a restaurant or somewhere.
With whom?
Did you get together for the World Cup games last year in England? You watched it together?
DCB team had gone, especially Brand Mental, who is the CEO for the cricket board. He was in England, and I in fact, he just posted one Facebook picture of him being with Sachin Tendulkar. So, he's quite active with ICC as well, and the support. We had one team going for playing the Creo tournament.
Right.
Like with Brazil, I suppose India won the tournament, but this team had to be consisting of 2 women, and the rest of this playing with tennis ball.
Oh wow!
Okay. And they made a lot of friends there, and they got to understand cricket better also. So that was all about Creo cricket, which they promoted to new level of getting people playing cricket anywhere with anybody. So.
Were you watching the World Cup on TV or something?
Yeah, online. Yeah. We have all the channels tied up, being passionate about cricket, so we keep watching. Even England versus West Indies, we have been watching on Sony 6 or something.
Yeah, that was a big surprise, but well played to the West Indies. I mean, when we were recording,
I think the game with COVID, the game will change as well. So without much of shining of the ball, and the bowling features and the style would change as well, and then obviously the batsmen will have to adapt to the situation.
Yeah, and but still, it was a really, really good Test match. Really enjoyed watching it.
It was, and it was a good start for cricket post-COVID, I think.
Absolutely, right down to day 5, all 3 results were possible. So, but it's really good to see the West Indies winning again.
Yeah. They're working hard. Believe me, because I've been connected. I had a webinar with Alvin Kalcharan and other top West Indies players. They are really working hard. They are, I think, on a threshold of coming up now. Their transition period is over.
Yeah.
So you'll see a lot of aggressiveness in West Indies coming in.
Yeah, and it's good to have them back, like I said, back to the way. Abhijit, I can't thank you enough. I've learned so much about German cricket, about your academy. It's absolutely new to me. I was not expecting this, because I did a podcast last year with the Iceland Cricket Association. Right. And, it's just unusual. And I was expecting not the same, but something, a lot less developed. But you're doing an incredible job there, and you can see the results. And I'm so looking forward to the under-19 qualifiers now. Right. I know the last ones were in England. This time, whenever you're in England, let me know. I'll come down and watch.
Yeah, surely. That will be a great privilege, and we are trying to do some exchange programs as well. So
brilliant.
If Rohit Sharma gets into with his academy in England as well, so we do a lot of exchange tours and.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me know. It'll be good to talk to you about that when it comes to England, because I know with the name
like, if you're coming to Frankfurt or Amsterdam, please get in touch with me. And
I love coming to Germany, so I will do.
it will be good to host you as well.
No, that's very kind of you. I can't thank you enough for coming on twice to finish this interview. And like I said, I hope all our viewers and listeners really enjoyed this and find it an eye-opener and start following Deutsche Cricket Bund at cricket_Germany. And obviously I'll share the link to the Frankfurt International Cricket Academy as well. Abhijit, fantastic. Really pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for spending your time with me.
It's been an honor, and I must once again appreciate the effort of the Cricket Federation of Germany and the board, the way they have put in all the things in forward. Special thanks to them. That gives me a lot of motivation to move ahead with, and especially for the youth cricketers.
No, brilliant. And hopefully we'll have you back on sometime soon. Take care, my friend, and stay safe.
Thank you. And
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.
Had a good time.